Hey everyone, this is Kevin D. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me here on my media channel. And today we are going to be unboxing Superman on 4K. This is the new James Gunn movie. And look, I'm going to also do like a little mini rant before we unbox this thing because I can already see some of the comments. And by the way, you're free to comment whatever you want, but I'm going to make these points known here in the video rather than arguing with people in the comment section. Whatever metric you use to justify that the Zack Snyder Man of Steel movie was a bigger success than this movie and that is justification for why the Snyderverse should be continued, I don't care. You know what? Look, I will just say up front, look, I will agree that Man of Steel made more money. However, I'm just going to give that one up. I'm not going to explain how because I've crunched the numbers and that's honestly kind of dubious, but okay, whatever. I'll give you that. But ultimately, I don't care. This is a better movie. Look, you can like Man of Steel, perfectly fine. I know some people who think it's the greatest superhero movie ever made. For me, that's The Dark Knight, but whatever. I think this is a better movie. And that's all that matters to me. And it was successful enough that it's getting a sequel. As for the reasons why it didn't make as much as Man of Steel, I don't care. Better movie. This one I'll actually watch again. Man of Steel, I have seen it a couple times, but I get no joy out of watching it. This one I've seen twice, and I got joy both times. So I'm just making that clear right now. Look, you want to make your Snyderverse comments below and things like that. Feel free to do so. I definitely encourage it. I'm just not going to be engaging with them is all I'm going to say. But hey, if you want to engage with everyone else, maybe that would be worth your time. So anyway, there's a little pre-rant before we open this. So this is the 4K release of Superman by Warner Brothers. This is not the Steelbook. I actually did not pre-order it in time. That was already sold out. But even the standard edition has this, as you probably noticed, this nice lenticular cover, which shows Superman changing to Clark Kent. And by the way, this is one of the few times where it's like you can kind of understand how the Clark Kent disguise might fool people aside from the glasses. He carries himself a little different. The hair is just a little bit more unkempt, things like that. I really like that. I do like how they put the DC Studios there. They're obviously trying to make DC Studios a brand. In fact, the Warner Brothers logo on the movie doesn't even show up until after the credits roll. Although Warner Brothers does put their logo on the side, lest you think they're going to be completely absent from this. We have some pictures on the back of Superman, Lex, Lois, Jimmy, the not Justice League, not Justice League. And of course, Crypto. I'm kind of surprised Crypto's not on the cover considering what a selling point he was in the advertisements, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, if you open it up, obviously they're gonna side with the Superman one. So this is one of the few times where having this might actually be even better because it's like you get that kind of transformative experience, if you will. Otherwise, it's the same. Now let's look and let's see if they do something interesting with the discs themselves. I'm hoping for some disc artwork and and by the way, I'm not giving away the digital code, folks. I am sorry, but, well, I just have to be honest, folks. I'm going to keep that one. I do like to keep digital copies of some of these movies, so there's no ad on the other side. There's just the code. And, well, there you go. Just the Ultra HD disc. And it's, is that red or is that orange? I think it's supposed to be red. Kind of looks orange to me personally. I don't know. So anyway, not the most exciting cover or disc art, I should say, in the world. So, it is what it is. And of course, some people might say, what? There's no Blu-ray? It's like, guys, I've kind of come to this conclusion that I don't really care if the Blu-ray is included with a 4K release because I'm already downloading the digital code. And let's see here, do we want to leave this as Clark or Superman? Let's leave it as Clark just because this is the image most people will not be seeing when they buy this at the store because the slipcover is going to mostly be gone by the time the second printing goes around. So, I don't mind if the Blu-ray is not included anymore. That's what the digital code is for. If I want to watch anything less than the highest quality, I'll just stream it. Streaming is convenient. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. I would prefer the quality, but like, say I'm on vacation and I've got my Apple TV with me, that's what this is for. So, and if I'm at home and I'm going to watch a disc, then I'll pop the 4K in. I will never pop the Blu-ray in just to watch the movie unless that's the only one available, like when I introduced a friend and his family Sophie's Choice for the first time. That was on Blu-ray I had, so, obviously. But anyway, I do like this release. Boy, you can't really get away from the S. I actually kind of like how you put it in a certain way and you can still kind of see the S underneath the shirt. That's pretty cool. But so that's the release. I don't think there's are there a lot of special features on this? I didn't really look. Okay, there's a few, an animated crypto short. Okay, over 90 minutes. Okay, I guess that's kind of cool, but basically this is what a standard movie release looks like on disc these days. A few special features. Maybe this one, I guess, was successful enough to get this special cover. Otherwise, we normally wouldn't have gotten it probably. And so I'm just happy to have like a good Superman movie again, because if you like the Snyder films, that's fine. I liked Wonder Woman and I liked the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad was awful. I didn't like any of the movies that starred Superman in the Snyderverse. And I didn't really care for Superman Returns very much, the Bryan Singer movie. So it has been a long time since I have seen a Superman movie that I actually like. Now, there's been good Superman stuff, primarily in TV. But this was like the first Superman movie in a while where it was like, yes, I am liking this. I am enjoying this. I love it. So I was more than happy to buy this disc because I don't know if you've noticed, I don't buy a lot of modern movies. I'm much more choosy about what I buy now because of the economy being the way it is right now. But I would like to know, and I'm sure the Snyder fans are going to have their say. Again, you're free to do so. I'm just not going to engage with those comments because I've said my piece about the Snyderverse. What do you think of this movie, though? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to buy this disc? Are you going to see the sequel? Are you excited about where the new DC universe is going? I'd like to know, so comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.
Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Just a few more things. First of all, the names that you see on the screen, these are our Patreon and YouTube member supporters, and I thank each and every one of them. Their support helps me make exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube members, as well as keep the channel running, and of course is just of huge kindness to me. Also, don't forget to check out the iCritic-led podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, whatever podcasting service you listen to, it is there. We definitely want to see you there. And hey, there's also other videos that you can check out. So, check out these other channels, these other videos, especially that one. I think that's a really good one.